season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, it's Coach DK with Coffee Cup Games. Hope you guys are having a good one. If you've been following the channel, you know we are doing a March Madness style tournament using stratomatic baseball, which is including the 68 greatest World Series champions based on their winning percentage, and we are in the last game of the first round of the Ash bracket. In today's matchup, we have the number 11 seeded 1920 Cleveland Indians, who won 98 games, lost 56, going against the number 6 seed, the 1930 Philadelphia Athletics, who won 102 games and lost 52. The winner of this game will be going against the number 14 seed, the 1995 Braves, who won an incredible 13-inning game against the 1904 New York Giants, the number 3 seed. The 1920 Cleveland Indians were in their 20th year of existence. They were led with great offense, with 6 of their 8 field players hitting over 300, but their pitching wasn't too shabby as they had 3 pitchers in their starting rotation who had over 20 wins. Probably what is most noted about the 1920 World Series that the Cleveland Indians won over the Brooklyn Robins 5-2 was Game 5, which had a bunch of firsts. It included the first unassisted triple play in World Series history when Bill Wambach, the second baseman for the Indians, caught a line drive, tagged second base, and then tagged the runner running from first to second. In the same game, it also included the first World Series Grand Slam done by Indians right fielder Elmer Smith. And lastly, it also included the first home run by a pitcher by the Indians' Jim Bagby. The 1930 Philadelphia Athletics won their second of 3 straight American League pennants. This was the last World Series that the Athletics won until they moved to Oakland and got the World Series in 1972. The team had great offense led by 3 Hall of Famers, including Jimmie Foxx, Mickey Cochrane, and Al Simmons, who led the American League with a .381 average. But they also had the most dominant pitcher in 1930 with Lefty Grove, who won the Triple Crown. So who's going to win this battle between the 1920 Indians and the 1930 Athletics? Let's check out the starting lineups. For the Cleveland Indians, they're going to have Evans, the left fielder, leading them off. Chapman, the shortstop, is going to be batting second. Tris Speaker is going to be in center field. He'll be batting third. Wood, the right fielder, is going to be batting fourth. Gardner, the third baseman, is batting fifth. Wamscott, the second baseman, is batting sixth. Johnston, the first baseman, is batting seventh. O'Neill, the catcher, is batting eighth. And on the mound will be Stan Kovaleski. For the 1930 Philadelphia Athletics, they're going to have Bishop, the second baseman, leading them off. Haas, the center fielder, is batting second. Mickey Cochrane, the catcher, is going to be batting third. Al Simmons, the left fielder, is batting fourth. Jimmie Foxx, the first baseman, is batting fifth. Miller, the right fielder, is batting sixth. Dykes, the third baseman, is batting seventh. Boley, the shortstop, is batting eighth. And on the mound will be Lefty Grove, the Triple Crown winner from 1930. So now let's jump into the action between the 1920 Cleveland Indians and the 1930 Philadelphia Athletics. I will be managing the Philadelphia Athletics from 1930. We will be playing in Oakland as we are using the 2023 ballparks for each franchise. Top of the first, Lefty Grove on the mound. Joe Evans, left fielder, is going to be leading them off. He hit .349 back in 1920. Here's the first pitch of the game, and Lefty Grove with a strikeout. And now Chapman's up. He hit .303 with 3 home runs. The shortstop is going to try to get a hit. It's a 4-4 on the pitcher's card. 1-3 is going to be a home run. It'll be a 16. So that's going to be good enough for a double as Chapman ends up on second. And now Tris Speaker, the Hall of Famer, who hit .388 with 8 home runs, is up to bat. Mickey Cochrane gives the signal, and it's going to be a hit into center field. Chapman has a chance to score 1-17. We are going to stop Tris Speaker at first base, let the run score, and that's going to be a quick 1-0 lead for the Cleveland Indians. And now the aging Joe Wood, who's playing in right field for the Indians against left-handed pitchers, is up to bat, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Lefty Grove. He's going to throw it to Boley covering second base, and they're going to try to turn the double play, but they cannot. So that's going to be 2 down on the fielder's choice. And now Gardner, the third baseman's up. He hit 310. He needs a 1-5 for a triple. The rest is a double again to get that 4-4 roll. And Joe Wood has a chance to score from second. We are going to throw it home. It's a 1-12. It's going to be a 12, so it's going to be a blocking plate. Cochrane has great ability to block the plate. Save! But it's going to be a 20-die roll of a 2, so he is going to score on the double, and Cleveland Indians get another run, and now Wamsgans is up. Second baseman, worst hitter on the team, only hit 202, but he needs a 1-2 for a home run. The rest is a triple. 20-die roll is a 7, so he ends up with a triple. Another run scores. Lefty Grove struggling in this one as he's giving up 4 hits in the top of the first, and now Johnston, the first baseman, is up, and he's going to hit a pop-up behind home plate. Cochrane pulls that one in for the third out, but they have scored 3 runs in the top of the first, and we find ourselves behind the 8 ball early. Bottom of the first, Bishop, the second baseman, is going to lead us off. He had 252 with 10 home runs. He's going to rip a single as it's a 6-6 on the pitcher's card. So that ball is hitting the right field, and that's going to be a leadoff hit. And now Haas is up. He had 299. And he's going to hit a fly ball to Wood in right field. He has a range of 3. Wood is able to get there, so that's going to be 1 down. And now Mickey Cochrane is up, and he's going to be strikeout. Stan Kovaleski with his first strikeout. Now Al Simmons is up. He needs a 1-17 for a triple. The rest is a double, and we're going to roll a 2. So Al Simmons, who hit 381 with 36 home runs, knocks in a run to close the gap, 3-run, and now Jimmie Foxx is up, the first baseman, 335 with 37 home runs. Would not want to have to face these 3 guys regularly between Cochrane, Simmons, and Foxx. So here's Jimmie Foxx, and he is going to rip a single up the middle, a line drive into center. That's going to land safely and easily. Al Simmons scores, and Jimmie Foxx is on first as we got a little 2-out rally here. And now Miller is up. He had 303 with 9 home runs. He is going to rip a single to right. We're going to send Foxx over to third. They're going to let him go to third, and that's going to put runners on the corners. So now we have 4 hits, and now Dykes is up. He hit 301 as the number 7 hitter with 6 home runs. Kovaleski on the mound trying to see what he can do, and he's going to get him to ground out the short as Chapman picks it up, takes the fielder's choice at second base, and that's going to end the inning as we leave 2 runners stranded in the bottom of the first, but we did close the gap 3-2 as a lot of fireworks early in the first inning. Top of the second, Lefty Grove going against O'Neill, the catcher. He hit 321. He's going to ground ball back to Grove. He has a range of 2. Grove makes the play, and that's going to be 1 down. And now Kovaleski, the pitcher's up, and that's going to be a 5-6 on the pitcher's card. Good enough for a strikeout. Lefty Grove, second strikeout, and now Evans is up, the leadoff man. He had 349. He struck out in his first at bat, and this time he's going to rip a single, so that's going to be a hit. So with 2 down, they have a runner on first, and now Chapman's up. He had a double back in the first inning. Evans tries to get a lead. He cannot. Lefty Grove is going to pitch to Chapman. He's going to go opposite field in the right to Miller for an easy out. So that's going to end the inning. So for the first time, we don't have any runs scored, and we're going to go into the bottom of the second now with Boley, our shortstop, up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Johnston. That's going to be 1 down. And now Lefty Grove is up, and that's going to be a strikeout. Kovaleski with his second strikeout, and now Bishop is up. He had a single to lead off the game. He's going to hit a fly ball to left, so that'll be a 1-2-3 inning as we go into the top of the third. Tris Speaker is up to bat. He had a RBI single back in the first. He had 388 with 8 home runs. He's going to ground ball to Bishop as it goes to the pitcher's card. Luckily for us, that's 1 down, and now Wood is up, and he's going to hit a fly ball opposite field to Miller and right. That's 2 down, and now Gardner's up. He had a double in his first at bat. He's going to hit a ground ball to Bishop at second base, and that's going to be the third out. 1-2-3 as we go into the bottom of the third. Haas, the center fielder, is leading us off. He had 299. He needs a 1-5 for a triple. The rest is a single. It's going to be an 18, so that will be a single. And now we got the 3 Hall of Famers coming up. Here's Mickey Cochrane. He's 0 for 1. He did strike out in his first at bat, and he's going to draw a walk. So 2 runners on for Al Simmons, who had a RBI triple back in the first. He had 381 with 36 home runs, and Kovaleski with a strikeout. A huge strikeout for Stan Coveleski. And now Jimmie Foxx is up. He had a single the last at bat that scored a run, and he's going to rip another single. And we are going to send Haas. He has a 1 to 14 chance, 70% chance to score. The rest will be an out. We are going to send him safe, and it's going to be a 12, so he is going to score easily. We sent Mickey Cochrane and Jimmie Foxx on the throw, so they are now in scoring position as we tie this one up in the bottom of the third, and now Miller's up. He's 1 for 1. He's going to line ball to Johnson. That's going to be 1 down, and now Dykes is up the third baseman. He grounded out in his first at bat. 2 runners in scoring position. Can he get a hit? He hit 301. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wamsgas at second base, who has to make a play. He has a range of 2. He will make the play, and that's going to end the inning as we leave 2 runners in scoring position stranded. But we did tie the game at 3 apiece. The 1920 Cleveland Indians have 3 runs on 5 hits, have not come into air. And the 1930 Athletics have 3 runs on 6 hits, and they too have not committed error. As we go into the top of the fourth, Wamsgas is up the bat. He hit 244. The second baseman is going to be strikeout number 3 for Lefty Grove, and now Johnson's up. He's going to hit a pop-up to Bishop at second base. That's going to be 2 down, and now O'Neill, the catcher, is up, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Boley, who has to make a play. He has a range of 2. He'll make a great play, and that's going to end the inning 1, 2, 3. We go into the bottom of the third, still tied at 3 apiece, and Boley is up the bat. It's going to be a 2-8 on the card, but unfortunately, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. That's 1 down. Now Lefty Grove is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wamsgas at second. That's 2 down, and now Bishop is up. And Bishop's going to hit another ground ball right to second. So a quick 1, 2, 3 inning for both teams as we go into the top of the 5th. Coveleski's going to be leading the team off. The pitcher at 225. He needs a 1 for a hit. The rest is a line out. It's going to be a 12, so it's going to be a line ball right to Dykes, the third, 1 down. And now Joe Evans is up. He needs a 1 to 6 for a single. The rest is an out. It's going to be a 10, so he hits a ball to Boley at short. That's 2 down, and now Chapman's up. And he's going to go opposite field to Miller. Miller barely has to move, just a few steps back. And that's going to be the third out. So another 1, 2, 3 inning. We go into the bottom of the 5th. Haas leading us off. Center fielder hit 299. He's going to ground ball to Chapman, who has to make a play. Chapman has a range of 1. He does make the play, so that's 1 down. And now Mickey Cochrane's up. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. He needs a 1 to 19 for a double. The rest is a single. We roll a 19, so we barely got the double. But we only had 1 chance for it not to be a double, but it was a guaranteed it no matter what. So Cochrane ends up sliding into second, and he's going to be safe for this double. And he's in scoring position with now Al Simmons coming up to bat, and Al Simmons is going to hit a ground ball to Chapman. He's going to keep Cochrane at second, take the out at first. And so that's going to be 2 down, and now Jimmie Foxx is up, and they're going to intentionally walk Jimmie Foxx. Can't argue with that. With 2 down, they'd rather go against Miller, who is 1 for 2. He does have a hit so far in this game. He hit 309, and Coveleski with another strikeout. So that's going to end the inning as again we leave a runner in scoring position, and the game is still tied at 3 apiece as we go into the top of the 6th. Tris Speaker, the center fielder, hit 388 with 8 home runs. Is up the bat. He's going to rip a single into right field. That's going to be a hit, so he's on base. And now Wood is up. He needs a 1 to 6 for a triple. The rest is a double, and we roll a 6 on the 20 die card. So Wood with a triple, and that's going to knock in Tris Speaker as the Indians take a 4 to 3 lead. And now Gardner's up. He's 1 for 2. He needs a 1 to 2 for a hit. The rest is a line out. It's going to be a 12, so that's going to be a line ball to Bishop. That's 1 down. And now Wamsgas is up. He hit 244. He's going to bunt the ball as they try a suicide squeeze, but it is not a good bunt. It comes out too hard. Lefty Grove picks up, throws it home, and they tag him out at home plate. So a failed suicide squeeze. The 1920 Cleveland Indians trying some dead ball tactics. That did not work, but Wamsgas does end up on first, and now Johnson's up. He's 0 for 2. He's going to hit a ground ball to Bishop. He's going to throw it for the fielder's choice at second. So that will end the inning. The Indians do get a run and lead 4-3, even though they did have a failed attempt on a suicide squeeze. But we're going to go into the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 1. We got Dykes, the third baseman, up. He hit 301. And Dykes is going to hit a ground ball to short. Chapman picks that one up, throws to the first, and that's going to be 1 down. And now Boley is up, and he's going to be hit by a pitch. So he ends up on first. Lefty Grove up to bat. Not very confident in his ability to hit, though he does have a couple of nice little chances on the number 2 card, but everything else is pretty much a strikeout. So we might as well just take a bunt here and see if it'll work, and it does. So we're going to put Boley on second base with 2 down, and now Bishop, the leadoff man's up. He had 252 with 10 home runs, trying to give ourselves the best chance to do something here. He needs a 1-6 for a single. It's going to be a 15, so it's going to be a line out, so that's going to end the inning. We're going to go into the 7th inning with the 1920 Cleveland Indians leading this one 4-3 over the 1930 Philadelphia Athletics. The Indians have 4 runs on 7 hits, have not committed an error. And the Athletics have 3 runs on 7 hits, and they too have not committed an error. If you've gotten this far in the video, first of all, let me just say thank you for watching the videos that I put out. If you have not liked the video, please take a moment, go ahead and do that real quick. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. And lastly, feel free during any time in this video, leave any questions, comments, or snide remarks in the comment section down below. So now let's jump back into the action between the 1920 Indians and the 1930 Athletics. Top of the 7th, Lefty Grove still on the mound, plenty of juice left in that arm. O'Neill, the catcher's up. He had 321, so a good hitter for number 8 hitter on Lefty Grove with a strikeout. Number 4 for him, and now Kovaleski's up. And a back-to-back strikeout for Lefty Grove. And now Evans is up. He is 1 for 3, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Boley to end the top of the 7th. 1, 2, 3, and now we have Haas leading us off, the center fielder. He's 1 for 3. He did score a run back in the 3rd, and he's going to hit a line ball right to Wamscott at second, so that's going to be 1 down. And now Mickey Cochrane is up, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Johnston. Fatality. Mickey Cochrane gets hurt on the play, so one of our 3 best players is going to have to miss the rest of the game. And unfortunately, that's also going to be the 2nd out. And now Al Simmons is up, the first baseman. He's a 1-6. It's going to be a 14. So 1-6 would have been a hit. Everything else is an out. It will be an out. So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3 inning as we go into the top of the 8th. But we need to find a replacement. So we're going to bring in Wally Shang, the first catcher to ever hit a home run from both sides of the plate in the same game. The switch hitter is definitely aging at this point in 1930, but he is our best backup catcher that we have. So he's going to come into the game. Lefty Grove still on the mound going against Chapman, the shortstop, and that's going to be a strikeout. Number 6 for Lefty Grove, and now Tris Speaker's up. He is 2 for 3. He's going to ground ball to Boley, who has to make a play. He has a range of 2. He will make a play. So that'll be out number 2, and now Wood is up, who had that big triple to give them the lead, and he is going to draw a walk. So with 2 outs, he's on base, and now Gardner's up. He's 1 for 3. He's going to hit a ground ball back to Lefty Grove. He's going to throw it to first for the 3rd out, and we go into the bottom of the 8th as we have 6 outs left to come back and tie or win this game. Jimmie Foxx is up the bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He has 2 singles, each knocked in a run, and then was intentionally walked in the 5th. He had 335 with 37 home runs. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wamscott, who has to make a play. Range of 2, he will. So that is going to be 1 down, and now Miller is up. He is 1 for 3. He's going to hit a ground ball to Gardner at 3rd. That's going to be 2 down. And now Dykes is up. He needs a 1-6 for a single. It's going to be a 20-die roll of a 7, so that's going to end the inning. We are going into the 9th inning, trailing by 1. Lefty Grove still on the mound, going for a complete game here. Only has allowed 7 hits. He has struck out 6, and he's going to go against the number 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the lineup, and Wamscott is going to be leading it off. He's 1 for 3 with a triple. He's going to hit a ground ball to Jimmie Foxx at first. That's 1 down, and now Johnson's up. He's 0 for 3, and he's going to be strikeout. Number 7 for Lefty Grove. 2 down, and now O'Neill's up. He's 0 for 3, and that's going to be another strikeout. Number 8, as Lefty Grove gets 2 strikeouts back-to-back to end the top of the 9th. And we are going into the bottom of the 9th with our 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Boley hit 276 with 4 home runs. He is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 6th. What can he do here? 5-7 on the. It's a 5-7 on the pitcher's card. He needs a 1 to 7 for a double. The rest is a single. It's going to be a 9. So he gets on base. And now Lefty Grove is up, and we got to bring in a pinch hitter for Lefty Grove in the bottom of the 9th. So we're going to bring in Dib Williams. That's right, Dib. Not sure how he got that name. That probably would be a great history lesson there, but he's going to come in. He hit 262 in 191 at-bats, had 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Definitely need him to come through in this pitch hitting opportunity. Kovaleski on the mound. He's going to get Williams, hit a ground ball to Gardner, who's going to take the force out at second. They're not able to turn the double play. So that's going to be 1 down, and now Bishop is up. He is 1 for 4. He did score a run, and he's going to draw a walk, a 4-12 on the pitcher's card, so a gift to us. And that's going to put the tying run in scoring position. The leading run is on first. Haas is up at 299, and he is going to hit a fly ball to Wood in right field. It looks like it's pretty deep. Williams has a chance to advance to third. We're going to let him tag up, and he's going to get there easily.
Oh, yeah!
With runners on the corners, Wally Shang is up. Wally Shang is very good against left-handed pitchers, but really struggles against right-handed pitchers, as evident with his 174 batting average. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Wally Shang in the bottom of the 9th, trailing by 1. And we are bringing in Jim Moore. Jim Moore had 89 at-bats, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs, hit 303 back in 1930. Kovaleski going for the complete game win. We're hoping to extend the game by getting a hit and knocking in Williams, who's only 90 feet away at third base. Here is the pitch with 2 down. It's going to be a ground ball to Wamscott, who has to make a play, and he, with a range of 2, cannot get there.
Too hot to handle and too cold to hold.
So that is going to be a hit, and that's going to tie the game up, and Bishop goes all the way to third base. Moore ends up with a single, and now Al Simmons is up. Our best hitter, 381, 36 home runs. He's 1 for 4 today with a triple. He has been struck out, and they are going to go to the bullpen to go against Simmons. And they are bringing in Tony Faith, the right-hander. Only pitched 25 innings, had a 4.32 ERA. Can he get out Simmons? Can Simmons come through? And it's going to be a dribbler in front of home plate that O'Neill picks up, throws the first for the 3rd out. And again, we are going into extra innings, and we need to find a new pitcher. So as we go into the top of the 10th, we bring in Eddie Rommel from the bullpen. He's going to be our new pitcher. He went 9-4 with 3 saves, a 4.28 ERA. He is going to bat in the number 3 spot. Perkins, the new catcher, is going to come in. He's going to be in the number 9 spot. Up to bat first is going to be their pitcher, Faith, who they are going to let hit, and it's going to be a ground ball back to Rommel. That's going to be 1 down. And now Evans is up, and he's going to draw a walk. So he's on base with 1 down, cannot get a good lead. Chapman up to bat. He's 1 for 4 with a double. He's going to pop up over to Fox. That's going to be 2 down. Evans stays put at first, and now Tris Speaker's up. He's 2 for 4 with an RBI. He's going to hit a center field to Haas, who has to make a play. Has a range of 1. He's able to get there. So that's going to be 3 outs, and we go into the bottom of the 10th with Jimmie Foxx up the bat. He is 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs, was intentionally walked. He had 335 with 37 home runs. I love to see him end this one with a home run, and he's going to lift this one in the left field, but it will not be deep enough. That's going to be 1 down, and now Miller's up. He's 1 for 4. He's going to hit a ground ball to Gardner, and that's going to be 2 down. And now Dykes is up. And Dykes is 0 for 4, but it's going to get on base with a walk. We're going to see if we can steal here. He cannot get a good lead. So he is going to stay at first. And now Boley's up, and it's going to be a passed ball. So O'Neill lets one get by him. Dykes takes second. And so he is now in scoring position. Boley up the bat. They're going to intentionally walk him, and they're going to go against Perkins, the catcher, who only has 3 spots on his entire card to get on base. A 1-5 is a 1 to 11 chance for a double, and then he has a walk at 1-6 and 3-11. So kind of hoping for a pitcher's card here, but we cannot pinch hit for him as we have no other catchers in our lineup. And he is going to hit a ground ball as it goes to the batter's card, and it goes to third base. He's going to take the force out at second. And so that will be the 3rd out as we go into the 11th inning. Rommel back on the mound going against Wood, who is 1 for 3. He's going to hit a ground ball to Boley at short. That's 1 down. And now Gardner's up. He's 1 for 4. He's going to hit a ground ball to Bishop, who has to make a play. He has a range of 1. So he will get that. That's going to be 2 down. And now Wamscott is up, and he's going to pop this one up to Boley at short. So a very quick 1-2-3 inning, and now we go into the bottom of the 11th with the top of the order coming up the bat for us, the Athletics. Bishop 1 for 4 today. He walked his last at bat, and he's going to walk again. So he is on base. We're going to try to see if we can steal. He cannot get a good lead. Haas is up. We're going to let Haas hit. He has a 299 average. Unfortunately, he's going to ground ball to Gardner, who's going to throw it to second for the fielder's choice, not able to turn the double play, so that's going to be 1 down. And now Rommel is up. We're going to let him bunt because I want to keep him in the game as we don't have much of a bullpen. And so Haas is able to go to second on a successful sac bunt by Rommel. And now Al Simmons is up with a runner in scoring position. He is 1 for 5 with a triple. They are going to intentionally walk Al Simmons to go against Jimmie Foxx. 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Jimmie Foxx lifts this one up into left center field. And this one is going to be out of here. Home run, Jimmie Foxx. A walk-off 11th inning 3-run home run to win this one 7-4 as the Athletics win this one and will advance. Man, I love games like this. This was absolutely incredible. The game was back and forth. We were trailing 4-3 going into the bottom of the 9th, and then the Philadelphia Athletics from 1930 tied it up and forced the game into extra innings. And then we made it all the way to the 11th inning where Max Bishop got on base on a walk, got the second on a pass ball, and then they walked Al Simmons to send up Jimmie Foxx. And for the first time in our tournament, we had a walk-off home run to end the game as Jimmie Foxx blasted one over the left center field, a 3-run shot to give the 1930 Philadelphia Athletics a 7-4 victory. And now they will be taking on the 1995 Atlanta Braves in the second round. And unfortunately for the 1920 Cleveland Indians, who played a great game, their tournament is over. I hope you guys are enjoying these games as much as I am enjoying playing them. So until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one. Bye.